Hello, my name is Steve Loxo, and I'm a volunteer with the Business Advocacy Committee for the Campbell County Chamber of Commerce. Today I'm visiting with candidate Linda Bricker, who is running for the office of County Commissioner. We've invited Ms. Bricker to talk with us today about our views on business issues here in Campbell County. First off, Ms. Bricker, please introduce yourself.
I'm Linda Bricker, and I'm a native of Campbell County. About 6 years less than that because I was born in Sheridan, but went to school here, graduated from the high school here. And
Okay, first question. Are you in favor of the optional 1% tax? Why or why not?
I am. I've never voted against it. I know there's a lot of opposition against it right now, but I know that you can't survive without taxes. And so I really wish it could be all infrastructure, because we all know that when a bridge goes down, it's going to take a lot of money to fix, or if roads are in need of repair, it's not cheap. So you only have so much money. So I am really more in favor of that than I am I've been really against most of the entities that have been getting this money, but I'm kind of changing my mind on that just a little bit. At one point I was saying I'm tired of this, because I was a single mama of 3 boys for 10 years, and I had 3 jobs, 4 jobs, whatever it took to make it, and I did not ask the government to give me help. I never took food stamps. I didn't even take money from my parents when they wanted to help me, unless it was for a little outing for a weekend at the cabin or something. My dad owned a cabin, and we would go over there, and that was the extent of our vacations. And if the kids wanted to go to town or something, we did a few little extras, but it was minimal. But so that has kind of caused me to have a real problem with welfare. Mm-hmm. But now I just have found out recently that the Yes House expressly has helped with churches, and I felt like, that's what I want to see, is these entities be funded by private people, by private entities themselves. So okay. That's my thought on that. It'd be great if we could change things altogether, but for now I won't vote against that.
Okay, thank you. What do you feel are the key responsibilities of the position you are running for?
Well, as a Christian, I've spent a lot of time in the Word, and it talks about how these men and some women in the Old Testament that sat in the gates and looked after the cities, and I've always thought of it how your mind kind of sees a picture of something, and I've seen these people sitting in the gates, taking care of the business of the city, making sure that their cities are safe, and doing what's best for their people. And that's kind of what I've always thought about in that regard. But I know that the biggest thing is providing the most government for the least amount of money.
Okay, excellent. And what would you do to improve the overall business climate of the county?
Well, I think one of the first things is that we need to learn to listen to people, because that's where I kind of had some change of heart, is when I started listening to some people who knew more about things than I did. Mm-hmm. So it changes your viewpoint, and I actually had that happen to me in the chambers when we were at a county commissioners meeting here a month or 6 weeks ago with one of them, and I disagreed with him, and after that he said, I kind of looked at things a little bit differently after you spoke. So we have to learn to listen, because we might pick up something we don't know. And being civil, towards one another. There's been a lot of unrest in that department in this town, and I think we need to rein that in, be respectful. And something else, I don't know that there is that much problem I think some of it's propagated by the media. If you read the papers or whatever, I think, or Facebook or whatever, a lot of that isn't really real. So I think the whole thing is just being the best person you can be.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time, and appreciate all your answers, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.